to my fellow New York Heeb, a hilarious middle-aged fellow with crazy jokes to tell each and every one of you. His name is Joshua Smith, and put your hands together for the man. Joshua, welcome back, McNally's regular, my man.
Thank you, Jacob. It's nice to see you again. How's everyone doing?
Woo!
Hey. You know, I was noticed I've been doing internet dating, and sometimes it's a little like Amazon, you know, looking at all these different people, and I think they should start rating people, you know, that you see on the internet, you know, just the same way, like maybe Susie is, you know, she's a little anti-Semitic. I would have given her a 1, but she does give a hell of a blowjob afterwards, so I'll give her a 3. I'll give her a 3, you know, put the two together. And I still take a blowjob from an anti-Semite racist.
That's right.
Why not? She'd keep her mouth, you know, quiet. And then, you know, the pictures you see is, you know, that people put up there. Sometimes they put pictures of, you know, with their best friend or something, and it's always frustrating when the best friend is prettier than the one whose profile belongs to you. And then you meet them, and you sit down, and you're like, you're a fucking monster. Did you eat the person in the picture? And then the other stuff is, you know, the stuff that they write, you know, on there, and especially if you're, you know, someone older like myself, you're dating someone who already has kids, and they talk about, my kids are the best thing in this world. They are just precious. They are what I live for. And I look at it and say, who gives a fuck? I don't care about your kids. Everyone usually likes their kids. And let me tell you, kids are not so wonderful. They're not angels. They're assholes. I've got 3 of them. My son, the other day, he's 16 years old, he's dating, and he's talking to like 4 different women, or girls, young women, and 2 of them sent him unsolicited naked pictures of themselves. Hey. He's an asshole. He wouldn't show me a single one of them. And my daughter, she's 11, and the other day she came up and said to me, she asked if I would take her to Germany. And so I said, well, what do you want to see, the Black Forest or castles or something? She said, no, I heard that 11-year-olds are allowed to drink there. So I said, really? You want to at least see where your relatives were slaughtered? Or maybe, you know, it's not too hard since they're all buried in a big grave. So it's like, what else is it going to talk about? Who here has an alcoholic father? Come on, we're in a bar. And they can be little jerks and nice at the same time. And my father was someone who couldn't wait to tell someone to go fuck themselves. You know, he was always sure that he knew better. And when he was older, he had to take these tests at home for arteriosclerosis, and they have to attach electrodes to your testicles. So the doctor just told him, just use a regular, normal razor, nothing, you know, you don't need an electric thing. And after a few days, he's thinking, well, what the hell does he know? And when was the last time anyone has touched that soft, supple skin between your balls and your ass? Come on, anyone?
What time is it?
What time is it? All right, you know, while your hands, if you have a hole in your pocket, I can see why you're smiling. It's amazing how much an electric razor can suck up that skin and the hairs and sort of bleeding all over. The screaming was almost musical. And speaking of kids before is, what is the earliest you think a child begins to masturbate? Anyone?
12.
6.
How do you define masturbation? What is that for?
6.
Well, you can define it any way you want, but this gentleman here is a lot closer. My youngest, when she was 2 years old, she was madly in love with her car seat. This is that little buckle that goes between the legs, and she would just, you know, go at it like, you know, she was beating a bass drum, or a bass guitar, I should say. And we would ask her to stop. Can you please, you know, nothing wrong, but don't want to see this. And she would stop for a minute, and next thing you know, you're looking in the back seat of the car or looking in the rearview mirror, and there's sweat coming down her sides and her forehead. Anyway, kids. Why do I even have to know that in my life? Now I've shared it with all of you. You know what's great with kids is when you're changing them when they're really young, and obviously, hopefully, I'm not changing my 18-year-old, and you see, you're taking the diaper out, and there's you see that they start to shit while they're on the diaper, and there's like this little dot. It's almost cool. It's like smaller than a poppy seed, and it just explodes. It's almost cool until it's all over the place. I'll leave with this. When I was about 8 years old, my mother, I remember, she had a bunch of people over, and she said, "It's time for you to go to bed." And I learned a few words by that time, and I said, "Fuck you." And everyone in the room laughed. I thought that, oh, this is fantastic. And a couple weeks later, she had more people over, and she said, "Okay, it's time for you to go to bed." And I thought, well, this just worked so well last time, and everyone laughed. I said, "Fuck you." She beat the shit out of me. So that's when I learned early on, you got to mix up the jokes, you got to try new material all the time. Thank you, that's my time.